Good afternoon. I'm Bill McMillan with NDWX.com and wanted to take a look at the upcoming heavy rain scenario, at least for some portions of the area here. Right now, though, the visible satellite image shows some mid and high level cloudiness streaming across the state. This is in association with some blow off clouds actually associated with a heavier round of showers and thunderstorms off to our northwest across Iowa. We're not expecting much in the way of rainfall here tonight, and really for that matter, even through your day on Thursday. There will be a couple of isolated showers possible. Tonight we think skies will turn mostly clear, and we'll look at some some locally dense fog developing during the overnight in spots. Thursday will feature a partly to mostly cloudy sky, and isolated to widely scattered showers possible, not a big deal, but it's really as we go into Thursday night and Friday when rainfall will become more widespread and locally heavy for some folks. So let's take a look at a couple of different things here. First, the Weather Prediction Center has outlined central and southern Indiana for the most likely area for locally heavy rain, and we would agree with that. That's kind of been our idea for the past few days. Certainly some more fine-tuning can be expected as we go through the next 24 hours in regards to exactly where the heaviest rainfall will set up. But right now we do see central and southern Indiana most under the gun for that inch to inch and a half widespread rainfall. And there will be, though, some locally heavier totals in excess of 2 inches. So we'll certainly continue to fine-tune that as we move forward. Let's take a look at some different forecast model data and start with the GFS and put this into motion. And it's going to show that area of low pressure to our west tomorrow afternoon beginning to make inroads east. And some rain will be expected around this area. Central Indiana probably late tomorrow night into early Friday morning is when that rain really will begin to overspread portions of central Indiana. A couple of important things to note, though. There will be an area of high pressure that will limit exactly how far north that shield of rain will go. And really the battleground still appears to set up across central Indiana. So there really may be a fine line between some heavy rain and some significant totals and really nothing at all. So again, a rather low confidence forecast in regards to exactly where that axis of heavy rain sets up. We have the general idea that remains firm. But again, really fine-tuning things and seeing exactly where those heaviest totals will set up is still a bit in question. So as we put this into motion, you're going to notice a rather steady rain continuing through the majority of Friday, and something that the GFS has started to do is kind of really continue those pesky showers and light rain with an easterly flow, maybe some mostly cloudy to cloudy skies into Saturday. We'll keep an eye on that right now. We continue to think the weekend turns increasingly sunny, but the latest data, at least, would tend to suggest Saturday actually may remain rather cloudy, so we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go in here and take a look, if I can get this refreshed for you, at the, I don't know why it's not letting me show you the full idea here off of the NAM, but let's see one more. No, it's not going to let me do it. Hold on one second, guys. I apologize for this. Okay. Well, I can tell you the NAM is rather in rather good consensus with the Canadian model as far as the heavy placement of rain right through the heart of the state, as you can see here off of the Canadian. We're looking at, and it should be noted too, the Canadian has been the most really focused in on central Indiana in regards to the heavy rainfall placement for the past several days, at least compared to some of the other models that have been a bit erratic at times. So the Canadian model continues to place anywhere from 2 to 2.5 inches of rain, including Indianapolis and really through the heart of the state, as you can see here. And then as we go into look at the GFS, it's in agreement with central and southern Indiana for the majority of the moderate to heavy rain, anywhere from an inch to an inch and a half setting up here. So what do we know? All right, so most of tomorrow, again, is partly to mostly cloudy, probably lower 80s for a high with an isolated to widely scattered shower. Not a big deal. Clouds will begin to lower and thicken up late tomorrow evening into the overnight, and rain will overspread the state from the west late tomorrow night into Friday morning. We think most of Friday, at least from central Indiana and points south, is a rather cloudy, rainy, and cool day. Highs most likely for areas that remain with the rain all day. Won't even get out of the 60s on Friday. Saturday is a bit in question with an easterly flow. We may have some lingering clouds and rain. We'll keep an eye on that and update things accordingly. But it's really as we fine-tune over the next 24 hours where that heaviest rainfall or amounts in excess of 2 inches will fall is the question mark right now. We think widespread 1 to 1.5 inch rainfall is a good bet for central and southern Indiana. but where does that 2-inch plus band of rain set up? We'll have to fine-tune that as we move forward. Guys, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for logging on to NDWX.com. We'll talk with you soon.